Hi guys, welcome back to Lost in My Library. My name is Kate. Today I am doing another ARC review over fanfiction by Brent Spiner. Thank you to St. Martin's Press for giving me a copy of this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So let's get started. So this is a self-proclaimed meme noir, based on actual events that happened to Brent Spiner. And if you don't know who Brent Spiner is, Brent Spiner played Data on Star Trek, The Next Generation, and this takes place, the story that he's telling takes place during his time as Data on Star Trek, The Next Generation. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I wanted to read this because, one, it's called fan fiction. I was just like, yes. And I wanted to get more into nonfiction. So that's a big thing that for me, I want to get more into nonfiction, read more of it. And this one kind of seemed fun, like an interesting tell. And this isn't like normal nonfiction books. So this is actually telling a whole story of something that did happen to Brent Spiner while he was Data. And it's very interesting what happens to him. So basically, at the start of the novel, he receives this gross, I'll spare the details of what it is, gross package containing a thing that is a body part of an animal. And he starts getting these weird letters basically threatening him from this person named Lal. Now, if you know Star Trek, Data had a daughter named Lal, and she died. So he's getting these weird letters from this person that's going as Lal. And I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. But that's what kicks off this whole story. And there's a lot of stories of just like things that had happened to him during that time. It's all very, very interesting getting to see kind of a backstage look into a celeb's life during the time of their biggest, or one of their biggest roles that they ever played as. Just kind of fun seeing some backstage stories. If you're a big fan of Star Trek, highly recommend. Especially, if you are a fan of Next Generation, you need to read this, because this is really interesting and fun to read. And if you're a fan of Data, why not? You should read this. This is a great book. And it's a cohesive story that you reads like fiction, but it's an actual nonfiction. It feels like Brent Spiner has sat you down. It was like, listen, I got this story, and you may not believe me that this actually happened to me, but it actually happened, or something similar happened to me. So I'm going to tell you this story. And he tells you this story. And it's so interesting. It's a fun story. Stalking is not good in any sense of the word, but reading is so interesting. I keep saying that. It was a fun read. Looking back on it, it's definitely very, very scary. Not only did he have a stalker, but he also had a woman who believed that he loved her. It was calling her. There was that whole situation, and then there was twins. One is a police officer, the other is an FBI agent, and there was some, for a little bit, I thought it was one of those two, or if it might have been the same person. You gotta read the book to find out if they are the same person. Are they? I know, because I've read the book, but you should go read it and find out for yourself that point, and how he gets over and survives this stalker attack, because he's attacked a few times, and it's scary at points that this actually happened to him. And I'm trying not to spoil anything, because it's a lot, but I highly recommend reading this. There's a close call death. The dog doesn't actually die. The dog doesn't die. I will tell you this. There is a dog at one point, and they think he got poisoned because they think they were trying to poison Brent. Brent gave a piece of food to the dog, and the dog started having seizures. What really happened was the dog choked, but the dog's fine. The dog lived. The dog's probably dead at this point because it was the 70s, 80s when this book was set. So the dog's dead now, but the dog lived this. So there's a close call, and there's like some blood and guts and at some points. As I said at the beginning of the book starts off with Brent receiving a package with a body part of a animal. Yeah. So, and if you are triggered by stalker stories, I mean, it's a whole background for the whole kind of story, and like this is what's going on during this time frame. And I mean, yes, they're trying to figure out what's going on, but most of it's just stories of what he was doing during that time. And I think this is so fascinating. I think this is a great book if you don't read a lot of nonfiction. This is a good book to kind of start with because this is a nonfiction story, but it is set and it's written like it's an actual, like it's a fiction novel, and I really, really enjoyed it. I ended up giving this 5 stars. Yeah, I'll leave links in the description on where you can pre-order this. This comes out on October 5th, I do believe. Let me double check that. Go to my calendar. Yep, October 5th. This book comes out on October 5th. You can purchase it at most retailers because this is a traditionally published novel, nonfiction book. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Go pick this book up. Highly recommend. And I'll see you in my next video. Go be a good cabbage today. Go do something good for somebody, even if it is for yourself. Bye. I love you.